is up? It's Hannah and I am back with another video. This one is a little new for this channel and I'm really excited about it. So today I'm going to show you this look. I had a bunch of people ask me if I could do a tutorial on the makeup that I was wearing a couple vlogs back. I think it was vlog 5. So if you want to know exactly how I have my makeup now and back in that video, keep on watching and I'm going to take you through it step by step, show you all the products that I used. And yeah, if you want to get this look and get ready with me, keep on watching. Okay, so we're gonna start with fresh face. I cleansed it already, did my toner, put on lotion, all that fun stuff, and then I washed my hands afterwards. So first thing I'm gonna start with is primer. So what I'm gonna be using is this Bite Beauty, I think it's called Bite Beauty, right? I don't know, it just says Bite on it. I'm gonna call it Bite Beauty. It's the Change Maker Skin Optimizing Primer, and please don't touch my nails. They need done really bad, but looks like that. So I'm gonna start with this, and I am gonna use two different. Oh wait, I didn't put my hair back. Hold on, restart. Okay, so now that we got our hair all in a bun, actually doesn't look terrible, but we're here for it. Alright, so I'm going to put some of this on my finger, and like I said, I did wash my hands, so don't come after me. So I'm gonna put some of this on, and I think I got this, honestly, in a beauty box, and I forget, I think, what was it, BoxyCharm? Yeah, I used to get BoxyCharm, and I think this came in it, and then, or wait, in BoxyCharm? I can't remember. It was either BoxyCharm or it got sent to me. I don't remember. But anyways, I actually dig it. And I got a foundation with it as well, like the one that goes with it. And I actually really like that one too. But it's a little bit on the lighter side, and I am going to use a bit of a darker one because I'm kind of tan. We're just not even going to talk about the whole tan situation. I try so hard to get a nice tan, but it's like red. It's not even like a nice golden color. It's more of, well, it's not really red, but like, I don't know. You get what I'm saying though. And then of course my fiance is like a golden god or something. Like, I literally have laid out way more than he has, and he is so much darker than me. It's not even fair. Anyways, I already put it on my finger, but I'm just using the Professional primer by Benefit, and just usually put that on my nose and then down kind of onto my cheeks, but mainly I use it on my nose. I need a little bit more, but I mainly just use it on my nose. And then whatever is like left over on my finger, I kind of just put on my chin and then on my forehead. Next thing I'm gonna do is foundation, and I'm going to use the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. I'm using the shade Medium, and then I have a wet beauty blender that I'm gonna use, and I just put it directly on my beauty blender, and I only use like a little bit. It'll come out. I'm running low on this stuff. This stuff's so good. No, I'm not out of it, am I? Ooh, I'm running so low. Okay, so I just have like a little bit on there. It looks a lot more on camera than what it is, but I just kind of dab it all over my face. And then usually when I do that, I have enough for everywhere except my forehead. And then I just kind of, like when I do my neck, I like drag it down and then kind of pat it after I bring the product down. And I don't worry too much about like my under eyes because we're gonna go back in for those girls because they are rough today. I woke up at like 4:30 this morning, could not go back to sleep, I just realized I've been looking at myself like in my camera and I have a mirror right in front of me. So I should probably look over there and make sure it looks good. Yeah, so I need a little bit more for my forehead. And honestly, it might be it's a little darker, but nothing crazy. Honestly, if I had like the light one, I'd probably use mostly the medium and then just add a little bit of the light, but it is what it is. I think it's just because my face is so much lighter because I wear more sunscreen on my face. Okay, so now that we have the foundation done, we're gonna move on to concealer. I'm gonna use the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. It's not gonna focus, because why would it? This is in neutral medium, and honestly, I wish it was a little bit lighter, but I think this was either, it's a travel size, so I don't know if it was sent to me or if I got it like at Ulta or something, I don't know. But this stuff, like, you only need the tiniest little bit. Like, I've had this tube for so long, and I use it all the time. So literally, like, that might even be too much. But I take, like, so I just kind of, like, dab it under my eye, and then take a little more and go on the top. There's a jet flying over. Two jets flying over. So I put a little bit down here, a little bit up top, and then just kind of dab it with my finger. And I kind of bring it in that triangle shape. Oh my gosh, now there's sirens. You guys might not be able to hear that, it's kind of far away, but sorry if you do. And they're also doing some construction across the street, so whatever, we're not professional here. So if you can tell, it's kind of like a triangle shape here, and you really want to pat it in really, really good. Oh, itchy. Now that we have concealer on, you can tell that it makes like a big difference on my face. I have really veiny, like, I don't know, eyelids and like below my eyes and stuff. So definitely makes a difference for me. And if I'm just doing like a quick look, like running out of the house, whatever, I'll just throw on foundation, concealer, set it with powder all at one time, and that's really it. Mascara too if I need it. But next thing, we're gonna put on some powder and let it bake a little bit. So I'm going to take the iconic Airspun powder that I got from Walmart like forever ago. Like, I couldn't even tell you how long I've had this, because it literally lasts forever and I use so much of it. So I take my beauty blender, and then it's like a mess, but I actually like pick up some and then grab the cap and then kind of like use the cap to dip it in, I don't know, and then kind of follow where I just put that concealer underneath my eye. It's probably a little hard to see, but I still go in that same triangle shape. I went a little down too far, but doesn't have to be perfect, honestly. And I usually go a little heavy underneath my eyes. I feel like I never had issues like with my under eyes just looking so sad until, I don't know, maybe till I was like 20, probably. And that's when I really like started noticing it, and I don't know why. Like, I don't know if I just never noticed it before and just kind of let it go. I used to wear makeup like every single day back then. Well, I don't know, when I was younger, I'll just put it that way. And then I kind of like got lighter and lighter and lighter on my makeup, and then I literally like used to just wear mascara starting probably like 2 years ago. I went down a little too far here. Usually I only go to like here, but it's fine. But yeah, I used to just like wear mascara, and that was really it. And then I started getting eyelash extensions, so I would literally just like not really do anything with my face. If I needed like a little skin pick-me-up kind of thing, I would just throw some powder on, stuff like that. When quarantine started, I just like stopped wearing makeup, and basically within the last week I started wearing makeup like more. Like I said, I think it was in my last video. No, 2 videos ago. I don't know, one of my vlogs, I was saying that I literally have only done my makeup like twice since we moved, and we were like out taking pictures and like all that fun stuff, so like I wanted to look nice. But I've been trying to like at least put on a little makeup, not daily, but like if I'm going anywhere. Anyways, basically I still have powder on my beauty blender, so I'm actually going to take it right under where I normally contour and just drag it down. And then I like to put a decent amount around my chin, because my chin will get very, not very oily, but it's one of the more oily parts on my face. I don't have like a super oily face, but a lot of people are into like the dewy look. And I don't know, I really like the look of matte skin. Dewy almost like brings out like uneven skin tone more. I don't really know how to explain it. It just doesn't do it for me. Not really my thing. So I'm going to put some powder on the side of my nose, because that's a little bit like more of an oily point as well. And then I'm just gonna put a tiny bit on the middle of my forehead. This is also gonna help like highlight points of my face too. Like that's why I did it here. A little bit on my forehead, that's what that's for. And then obviously underneath my eyes. Right next to my nose and on my chin isn't really for highlighting purposes, maybe the middle of my chin, but other than that, that's just for like oil purposes. And this looks great. I am no professional, so while that's sitting on our face, we're gonna go into brows. And I feel like a lot of people used to ask me to do like brow tutorials, I guess, and I feel like I did back in the day when I used to make YouTube videos. I made a couple makeup videos back. Jeez, I was probably 17. I deleted them, so I can't find them. But I just use a spoolie, brush up my brows. Let's back up for a second. I used to get made fun of for my eyebrows back when I was in school, so all y'all who don't have thick eyebrows, I wish you did. Should have thought of that a long time ago. My eyebrows are a little on the thin side right now, and I'm actually, well, not thin, but I'm trying to let them like grow out a little bit because I want them to be a little more like fluffy. So I'm basically just brushing them up and over on the top, and then right in the middle I kind of, sorry, there's another jet going over. I just kind of like drag the middle over, so I have a really fine point on the end. And then these front hairs, I kind of like to go up a little bit more. Mine don't really go up very much, but so I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Actually, I kind of missed a step, but technically you could do this after your eyebrows if you want. I'm gonna go in and do it beforehand just because that's usually the way that I like to do it. So I'm going to take just a big fluffy brush, doesn't have to be anything specific, and I'm actually going to take that powder that we used on our face and use it as like a base shadow basically, just so that that concealer that we put on our lid stays and doesn't crease anywhere or anything like that. You could use a nude color eyeshadow for this if you really wanted to. I just use this powder because it's very mattifying and gives me a nice canvas for when I'm using shadows. Okay, so I just put powder on my eyelids and we're gonna go back into the brows. Since I already kind of shaped them with the spoolie, I'm just gonna go right into doing the, I don't know, drawing, the filling in, whatever you want to call it. I'm like slouching so bad, it looks terrible. So, oh, I just got product on here before I showed you. I'm just using a normal angled brush and then the Anastasia Beverly Hills, same thing everyone else uses, Dip Brow Pomade. I love this stuff. It is one of my favorite brow products. The shade that I use is a dark brown. So anyway, I don't know how well this is gonna focus, so I really do apologize if it's not super focused. I'm gonna use the mirror to do this. So I start at the top and shape my arch. This is like the hardest part. I feel like it looks a little square. That's the one problem I have when I do my eyebrows. I don't want them to look too square, so I'll like take my finger and like take off some of like the edge here and make it a little more soft. Another thing with mine too, like if I feel like my eyebrows are a little too bold, which I probably could have did it right now because they are like thicker, like in here because they're not like trimmed up or anything, I'll take the pomade and use it from like here down and then do a powder up here, because if not, like I don't have that like fade in my eyebrow, and I think it's just because my eyebrows are so dark and so thick. But then I take a spoolie and really concentrate more on the front and softening up that, and that kind of gives it a little bit more of a softer, more round look in the front. Yeah, you can kind of tell like that there's a little bit of a difference. It's just like more defined. I don't really need to fill in my eyebrows or do my eyebrows usually, but a lot of people ask me, so figured I would just do exactly what I did for the last video. No, the vlog that I did. I think it was vlog 5. I had a couple of people ask me for a makeup tutorial, so I'm just gonna do exactly what I did there. So I'm just gonna do the other eyebrow and then I'll be right back. Okay, I just finished up my other eyebrow and they are bold today. But it is what it is. That's usually how they are. That's why I don't fill them in all the time, just like when I feel like being a little extra. Also, just remember that eyebrows are sisters, not twins, sometimes distant cousins, but it's fine. Next thing we are going to do is the lids. So normally I would just leave mine. I don't usually do anything. Yeah, but for the sake of copying exactly what I did in that other video, well, exactly what I had on in that other video, I'm literally going to use the same products, but I'm also going to show you some other ones that you can use. yeah, so we're just gonna get right into that. So the one that I used was the Lorac Pro Mega 4. Yeah, 4. I got this, I think at Kohl's actually, and it was like on a really good sale, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna buy it because I have the Lorac 2, I believe. That was like my first high-end palette that I bought back in the day. So I loved that palette. I used like all of some of those like shades. I loved it. So I picked this up. It is really dirty. Let me like blow the dust off. Okay, good enough. It's still dirty. So this is what the inside looks like. Like I said, it's disgusting, it's dirty, whatever. But that's the palette that I used. That's what I'm going to be using. There's just a couple colors out of it though. They're literally just like browns and golds, stuff like that. That's it. That's all I used out of that palette. I cannot talk. Another alternative you could use that would be, I think, yeah, a lot cheaper, is a Morphe palette. This one specifically has a lot of browns and some like purpley shades. I love this one. This is Bronze Mocha 25B. Love this palette. And then another one of my favorites for just simple bronzy looks is my girl Jaclyn Hill, and it is her OG palette, her first one. There's a lot of good colors in this. I really want to do something with these blue colors. I love like this blue and then this purple, which I've actually dipped into the purple and used it a couple times, but there's some gorgeous colors. I love this gold. Love her. Like, just we're just gonna hype her up for a minute. Anyways, I'm gonna start with, where's my brush? I'm gonna start with just my IT Cosmetics big fluffy blending brush. I'm gonna go in with the color Butterscotch, which is this 4th color in, just a light tan color. Tap off that excess and then go right in the crease. And I sometimes hold my brush like this when I'm blending because I feel like I have more control when I do that. And just a very light brown tan color, a nice transitional shade. And honestly, you could just leave it like this if you wanted to. Another trick that I do sometimes when I want just like a simple look, I will take the same bronzer that I use to contour with and just pop it in there and contour my lids, basically, is what you're doing whenever you have a darker crease, I think. I don't know. So now that we did that color, I'm gonna go in with a slightly tapered blending brush, so it's a little smaller, gets in a little closer, and I'm gonna take, oh, there's excess all over this. I'm gonna take the Mocha shade, this one right here. Take some of that, and then I'm just gonna go a little more tight in the crease and get that in there. And like I said, this is exactly what I did the other day in that vlog. My feet are falling asleep from the way I'm sitting. Usually whenever I want just like a nice eye that's kind of simple but still really pops, I usually go for light brown colors and then do a gold. That's like my go-to. Or I do like a simple, very light shimmery shade on the lid. It really just depends on my mood, but those are usually my go-to looks. So I don't go crazy with colors or anything like that, which a lot of people, like especially, you know, on TikTok, stuff like that, people go like crazy with the colors lately, and I'm kind of loving it. Not really my style. I feel like back in the day maybe it would have been, but like as of right now, I'm just simple brown, bronzy. Okay, so as you can see, with that little bit darker shade, it deepened up that crease. And then now we get into the more fun colors. I think the other day, I'm trying to remember exactly how I did it, but I think I took that mocha color and I put it, I'm gonna get up close and personal, I put it on like the outer third of my lid. Just kind of like that. And make sure you blend it into the crease if you do that. And then I'm just going to take the larger fluffy brush and just do a quick little blend to make sure everything is nice and blended. Now we can get into the fun colors. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with, what did I use? I used Honey the other day, which is this color here. So I'm going to take that, and if you want a very bright shimmer, you can spray your brush with setting spray and really get a lot of pigment on your eye. But I'm not gonna do that today. I'm just going to put it right on my lid because this is a very nice gold shimmer. I don't really think it needs anything extra. So I'm actually gonna take that almost all the way to the outer edge. I'm going to leave a little bit of space there just so that that mocha color really pops through on the corner. And when I do put some kind of over that way, I just go really light with it. So it makes a little bit of a ombre gradient kind of effect. After I do that, I take that tapered blending brush again and just do it very lightly in that crease so there's no harsh lines in there. And then I'm going to take the same brush that I used for that bronze shadow, which I forgot to tell you what it was. This is a Morphe M124, and it's just a flat shadow brush. I'm actually gonna take, how did I do this? I'm gonna take that butterscotch color, which was that very first one that we used, that light tan, and I'm just gonna take it and drag it under my lower lash line to kind of pull the look together. And then I'm gonna follow that up with the mocha one, the darker color. And the mocha one, I'm just gonna do probably to about here, I would say. Don't go all the way over, probably, it's probably about 2/3 of the way, huh? I'd say about 2/3. Basically almost to your tear duct. I went a little heavy right in this corner here. Okay, and then I'm going to take the honey color, which is that gold, and I'm gonna take that all the way from the inner corner, really concentrate it on that tear duct spot, and just drag it over and really blend it with where that mocha met up with it. That way it gives you a nice pop right in here. like pretty big eyes, so I can go a little heavier on the inner corner and stuff, I feel. So if you don't like going super heavy like over in this area, you can stop like back here more. I think it'll actually elongate the eyes a little more. So yeah, if your eyes are kind of smaller, I guess. I don't know. I used to be really good at like figuring out what made your eyes look a certain way. I don't really remember anymore, but I'm actually gonna take more of that honey and brighten this up a little bit. I feel like I need a little more. But now that we have all that done, I'm gonna go in kind of with a little final touch, and I'm gonna take this foam color right here. It's the white shimmery color in the palette. This stuff, it really comes out of this palette so easily. So I'm going to take this right in my inner corner and drag it up a little bit, just down a touch, and really pop that inner corner. It'll really brighten up the eyes. I love like how much of a difference that makes. Now at this point, if you did want to use eyeliner and do a wing and really make it more dramatic, you can do that. I honestly am not going to. I just don't really feel like I need to. But actually before that, I'm all out of order. This is just thrown together. Like I said, I'm no professional, but I'm just gonna kind of like blend a little bit in this corner. Make sure there's still not like a ton of product on your blending brush though. But just kind of like make sure it's all blending together right where you did your bottom lash line, and then of course the top as well. I think I'm looking all right. So right now you could do your mascara, but I'm actually going to do the rest of my face first, just because we're going to be working with powders, and I don't want my eyelashes to be tacky and the powders stick to my mascara. So I'm going to work with all my powders now, and I'm going to take just a big fluffy powder brush and just blend out all of this powder sitting on my face. Just be cautious of your makeup on your lower lash line when you're doing this. Okay, now that I have blended all of that out, I'm going to go in with another powder. I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder, and I am using a shade 130 in Buff Beige. And I'm just going to take that same powder brush and put that all over. Make sure you drag it down on your neck. This is basically helping to set in that foundation wherever you didn't have the that airspun powder. I don't know what you would call that, baking powder. That's not baking powder. Every time I like think of that, I know that like you call that baking. I don't know, do people still call it that? Baking your face? I don't know. But I can't believe I called it baking powder. That's real embarrassing. So, yeah, it's helping set in that foundation basically wherever you didn't have powder before, and really mattifying your face. So now it's contouring time, so let's make this face a little skinnier. I'm going in with one of the dirtiest palettes that I own. This is the Lorac Pro Contour Palette. I usually use the medium contour shade. Sometimes I do go in with the light one. There's another jet flying over, but I'm not stopping, so we're just gonna go over it. So you wanna make sure you really, really tap off access whenever you are using bronzers. So we're gonna start with the cheeks. So I'm not really gonna be able to talk during this because you gotta suck in those cheeks, but basically I start right about here, like right above, well, almost lined up with the top of my ear here, and then I go straight down and stop about here. And I really blend it upwards instead of downwards, so it kind of lifts your cheeks. Next part I'm gonna do is my jaw, which is one of my favorite parts, because we're just gonna make this double chin disappear as much as we possibly can. So I just kind of drag my brush right at the bottom of my jawline, and then to blend it, I just kind of drag the brush down. And then if you want to really kind of go up over here, up against your jawline, make it a little more defined, you can do that. I mean, it's still there, but not as bad. Yeah, this is my favorite part. And then I am just going to go up on my temples, and I kind of take it all the way from here so it really looks, you know, like it's all together. Nice and blended together. So I kind of, while I still have a lot of product on my brush, I start at my temple because that's where I am focusing it. And then I kind of drag it down where my cheek is. And then I just take a little bit and go right on the top of my hairline, basically for the same reason, to really just bring everything together. Now we're gonna go in with the fine details. So I didn't even show you the brush I used. I'm really good at this. So I was just using like this angled fluffy powder brush. This is from Eco Tools. I've had it forever. You can basically use any, like, I don't know what you would call this, kind of like a more flat design brush, but still with a lot of fluff. You can use smaller ones for details. I do have a smaller one, but I actually just really keep coming back to this one because what I do, I actually pinch it and make it more like a defined brush. And I'm just gonna go and start on my nose, and I'm gonna just drag it right up along the side of it. That's really dark. I'm gonna blend that out. That's better. So there's the one side. And I'm going to take the other side. And then right at the end here, just kind of do like a little bit of a V. Then I just take my finger so that it blends a little bit better. I don't want to take it too far down the side of my nose because I kind of want it just more focused on the middle here. If you want, you could do it on the sides, but I'm not going to. And the last thing I do, I usually don't put any more product on my brush unless I really need it. So I'm just going to do that same pinching motion, or you could use a smaller brush if you want to. I'm just going to go just ever so slightly on the sides of my chin. And then just a little bit under my lip. And then I just blend it real quick with my fingers. So that is all of our contouring. And when I do the medium shade rather than the light shade, it really gives me a deep contour. So if you want a more dramatic contour and a really bronzy look, I would do a little bit on the darker side, but normally I would do the light if I just want a little bit, but we're gonna be a little dramatic today. So the next thing, wherever it is, where did I put that? Oh, there it is. I have this little palette that I got in a BoxyCharm, and I actually really like it. It is from Wander Beauty, and it's called Trip for Two. It's a blush and bronzer duo. And this bronzer is actually a tad bit on the shimmery side. I don't know, you probably can't tell. But then, oh my gosh, now there's a line from the blinds on me. I really don't want to move, so we're just gonna leave it for now. And then this blush is very pigmented, so I really like that too. So what I've been doing, I will basically take the bronzer, just because I want to change kind of the tone of the blush, if that makes sense. So I take the bronzer, tap it off a little bit, and then I just take a little bit of the blush and tap it off again. And I put it right in here, and then I bring it over towards the apples of my cheeks. I think using a little bit of bronzer in it really helps to blend it here too. I don't know, I've just been really digging a nice bronze looking face rather than like just contour and blush, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does. But I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side. Make sure you always drag it up to blend it in. Definitely need to blend. And then I just take whatever's left on my brush, use it on my chin a little bit, end of my nose, middle of my forehead. That's usually it. I think I am going to take just an extra little tiny bit of that blush and put it more on the apples of my cheeks. Just like that. Now I'm going to go in with highlighter. I am using the Laura Geller, you can see that, the Laura Geller highlighter, what do they call it? Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in Gilded Honey. I thought it said Glided Honey. In Gilded Honey. And this stuff is so, so nice. It's very pigmented, but I feel like you have to, like, it takes a minute for it to get on your brush. I don't know if that makes sense. Because I think it's just a very, like, hard compact. I don't know if that makes any sense. Anyways, I'm gonna take this, and I never really was a highlighter person, but I feel like when you're contouring, it just really brings it all together. So this really does it for me. So I'm going to put it right on my brow bone here, and then almost make a C shape very lightly to go at the top of my brow. I don't like to put a ton up here, just because I don't want too much highlight. I really focus it on my cheekbone. And then I'm gonna do this side. And then after I do that, I take it and kind of go into the more fine details. So I do a little bit on my nose, on my chin, and then my favorite part, actually I'm gonna go up my nose a little bit more. Just a tiny bit up here. And then my favorite part is the Cupid's bow. I don't know why, but I feel like it just makes your lips look so good. Like you almost don't even have to put anything on them. Because right now I just have my Laneige lip mask on, and it's like barely on there. I only have a little bit. So if you wanted to just do plain old lips, you could just pop some highlighter right on your Cupid's bow. I like got a little bit on my lip where I didn't want it. But like I feel like that looks good just as it is. Next thing, I'm actually gonna bounce back up to the eyes. And just a disclaimer, I do have some eyelash extensions left. So with that being said, don't come after me on you're not supposed to put mascara on your extensions. I know this. And if you wear eyelash extensions and you are like regularly getting fills and stuff like that, do not put mascara on your eyelash extensions. Just don't do it. It's so bad for them. They'll fall out faster. I do it because I'm trying to get mine to come out, and I really cleanse my eyelashes right after, like when I'm taking off my mascara. So with that being said, it might look like I have more on than I do, but I really don't have many left. I am using the Grande Drama Intense Thickening Mascara because it does, oh gosh, that's way too bright, but it does have like a lash serum in it. Yeah, like a lash serum from, I think it's like Lash MD or something. I don't remember. I think that's the brand. I think this got sent to me in a BoxyCharm, if I remember correctly. But I do like it when I am trying to get rid of my lash extensions because I only use a tiny little bit and I am like trying to nourish my eyelashes. So I'm gonna go in with this first and just use a little bit of it. And I really honestly just focus more on the ends right now because I don't want it to get really on the base of my lashes that much, because I don't want it to get like, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like if you have lash extensions, you get what I'm saying. I don't want it to get like in where the adhesive still is. So I really just try to focus it more on the ends, and I only use a little bit at the bottom. And if you are going to do this, be very gentle, first of all, so that you don't accidentally pull out one of your actual eyelashes. And do not use waterproof mascara. I haven't done it, but like, just don't do it. Like, imagine, just don't do it. It would be so much harder to get it out. The only time I use waterproof mascara is when I don't have like anything else on my eyelashes. Like I don't have eyelash extensions, anything like that. But like you can kind of see they're going like all wonky and stuff, so that's why I'm trying to get these babies to fall out. Plus I kind of want to do another set, but I think I'm going to wait and give my eyelashes a good break from extensions because I've had them on, when did I get them put on? April or May, I got a set put on, so I've had them on for a little while. So I'm trying to let them fall out. So I usually only do a little bit of that, and then I'm just going to do the other eye really quick. Okay, so I just did the top lashes, and then I'm going to do a little bit of this on the bottom. I'm not a huge fan of this on my bottom lashes. I don't know, it just doesn't, I think the brush might be too big. So I literally just do a little bit, just because I want like that lash serum to hit my eyelashes, you know? That's really half the reason that I use this. Which I want to try a lash serum, but I'm so scared that like my eyelashes will fall out or something, or it'll like burn them off or something terrifying. Next thing I'm going to do is go in with I grabbed the waterproof one. But anyways, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black, and I have one that's not waterproof, so I'm going to go grab that, pop it on my bottom lashes. I don't think I'm going to put any on the top. I think I'm only going to put it on the bottom because I think my top lashes are looking pretty good, and I'm just going to leave those as is. So I'm going to grab the other one, pop some on my bottom lashes, and then I'll just be right back. Okay, so eyeballs are finished. So What's next? Lips. Final touch. So I'm going to use the same lipstick I used in the other video for that look. I'm going to take this tiny little tube of lipstick that I am like running low on. I think I got this as like my birthday thing from Ulta or Sephora or something like last year. So I've been using it like crazy, but it is the Tarte, oh my, Color Splash lipstick, I think is what that says. And the color is Salt Life. It is so tiny, you can't even see it. But this is what I've been loving lately. If I'm not wearing this, I'm usually wearing the Kylie Jenner, it's the Coco K one. I don't remember the shade, but lately I have been wearing this instead of the Kylie Jenner one. But yeah, so I'm gonna use this. I'm not using a lip liner or anything. I rarely use lip liner unless it's like a red or a dark color. So there's that. And then another thing that I like to do right at the end is I take my Wet Beauty blender, same one I used the whole time, and I stole this from Jaclyn Hill. She saw it somewhere and now I've been doing it like crazy. So when you're using powders, take your Wet Beauty blender right at the end of your makeup and literally just like pat your skin. And it really just lays that powder right into your skin and gives you like this flawless, like airbrushed look. Then I am going to go in with some setting spray, but I gotta go get it because I left it over there. Lastly, I'm gonna go in with setting spray. So I am using the Milani Make It Last Matte Finishing Spray. And a lot comes out of this, but it works really, really well. So that's it for makeup, and I am obsessed with this look. Like, I was thinking the other day too, I was like, what am I gonna do for like my bridal makeup? And Zach's not gonna watch this video, so, but I kind of want just something like this. So like, do I do my bridal makeup myself? Do I have someone else do it? Cause like, this is perfect for me. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, like, I feel like this would just work really well. Like, nothing crazy, but still pretty. I don't know. Just a thought. So anyways, another thing I wanted to share with you, since this is kind of like a get ready with me and not just a makeup video, I'm gonna share the perfumes that I've been wearing a lot. So I usually wear like a legit perfume, and then I wear like a body spray. I don't know why. I just always have. I don't know if I'm the only one. That's what I do. So I am obsessed with this stuff. I got this in a FabFitFun box. It's called Original by, I guess, Riddle. It's like R and then a dot and then DDLE. But it's a roll-on, but it's an oil. And it smells so good. And it's one of those things where I think it, like, depending on your body, it's gonna smell different on everyone. Me, Natalie, and my mom all wore it, and it all, like, really smelled the same. But it is such a, I don't want to say floral. I don't know what it is. Maybe it is floral. But it's very, very light. Like, you could go totally overboard on this, and, like, you wouldn't know. I don't know. But I usually put them on my neck, on my wrist, and then I read another good place is to put it right in your whatever. I don't know. The only word I know for it is like stupid. So I'm not even gonna say it. But like the inside of your elbow. So I use that. And then I've been using this pink Warm and Cozy Sunday scent. I don't know. It was on sale and it smells good. So let's see, does it tell me what the scent is made up of? juicy pineapple and pink skies. Why do they... You can smell the pineapple, I guess. It's like a fruity, maybe with some vanilla, probably. I don't know, it smells good, so I'm spraying that on myself. And Zach makes fun of me because I use a lot. But like, I feel like by the end of the day, you can't smell it. Hair situation. I'm kind of not hating this messy bun that I just put in before I started. But this, my natural hair is what I'm working with right now. Because we went to dinner last night and I was running behind and didn't even have time to blow dry my hair. And I didn't really want to blow dry my hair. I'm trying not to use heat on it. So how about curling it real quick? But I don't think I'm going to. I just don't really feel like doing my hair, and it doesn't look terrible. This is my natural hair, plus I slept on it, so. The only issue I have is right on the back of my head I have a cowlick, and if you don't know what that is, just look it up. No, I'll tell you, I'm just kidding. All of my hair goes in like a different direction, so there's like everyone has one, but like, I think everyone has one. Everyone in my family has one anyway. But mine's like right on the back of my head and I'm like so self-conscious about it. I can't stand it. So I usually just try to like pull the hair like down. I don't know. If anyone knows how to fix that and get rid of it, can you tell me? Because ever since my hair's like thinned out, it's gotten even worse. But I think I'm gonna wear it down and then just keep my hair tie on me in case I just want to like throw it up, because these hairs bother me. They don't look the same. Could pin it back. I don't know. It's funny, when I do like my natural hair, I usually do a side part, but anytime I actually like do it, I usually do the middle part. But anyways, that's it for like this stuff. So I already brushed my teeth, all that fun stuff. So really, I just have to walk out the door, put some shoes on, walk out the door. That's it. So my outfit, I'm gonna move this over. There's a laundry basket in the back. Whatever. We're just gonna work with it here. I'm wearing this jumpsuit. I've had it forever, but I don't know. It was just like in my closet. I haven't worn it in so long, but it has like an open leg. So I figured it would be kind of cool. And then, because I don't really wear shorts. Oh, and my bralette is a yellow, I don't know what this style is, but it's from Free People. And then I'm just gonna throw on this denim jacket. This is one of my favorite denim jackets. And I got it at Target. It's the Wild Fable brand, but it's like an oversized fit and I really like it. And you guys have probably seen it like a million times if you're like friends with me on Facebook or whatever. Because any picture I post, I'm usually wearing this jacket, especially like last fall, I wore it all the time. But we're gonna work with this. I gotta find some shoes. For accessories, I just have in, I'll come back down here. I have in just these big old earrings. I don't know where I got these. I don't know. Maybe Kohl's. Might have been Kohl's. They have a lot of rose gold jewelry, so I get a lot of my jewelry from there. That might be where these are from. And then I have just a plain, these are just usually what I wear every day, my rings obviously. Just like a plain thumb ring. I don't know where I got it either. It's cheap. I'm surprised like it doesn't turn my finger green. I don't know. And then my engagement ring, of course. I don't know if y'all have even like seen it. If you care, I don't know, but it's kind of hard to see, but yeah. And then I just have on my little anklet. You guys have seen this in my Amazon video if you have watched it. Don't mind all of Zach's stuff under the bed. That's another thing. I need to get a bed skirt so we can hide all that crap. If you haven't seen my Amazon video, that is where you can find this anklet. I will link it down for you guys in the description box as well, and along with my link tree. So my link tree has obviously my YouTube channel link, my Facebook, my Instagram, and then my Amazon list. So basically everything in my Amazon video is in that list, plus a couple other things. Those are all of my favorite purchases from Amazon, so you can just shop right through my link tree, or if you want to just find an individual item, You can find a ton of links on that video, but I will link the anklet just itself in the description box for you. So we're gonna go find some shoes for that little finishing touch. And I actually just got out all of my shoes yesterday and put them in my little coat closet. So I think I just want to do a simple sandal. So honestly, I might just wear my off-brand Birks because that's what I always wear. I got these ones and I've wore them at the beach too many times, so they're like destroyed, but they look like this. So I think I'm just gonna wear those. So this is what we're looking like down here. I don't know, I don't think I hate these, like the bottoms on this. I think I kind of like it. There's like fuzz on them, but kind of digging it. I don't know, we're gonna wear it and find out. I think I got it on clearance like a while ago, like I'm talking a couple years ago, but I think I only paid like maybe $7 for it. I think it was like Forever 21 maybe. Could be lying, I don't know. But yeah, that's it. I mean, here we are. That's my outfit. I know it's kind of like hard to see, but and my makeup look. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Obviously it's a little different for me, but I'm actually gonna sit down and talk to you. Anyways, that is it from me today. I hope you guys like this style video. A little bit different on this channel. I usually don't go into makeup. Obviously half the vlogs I do, I'm not wearing any. I usually have my pajamas on still. So if you guys want to see more makeup, beauty related, skincare, hair care, hairstyling, anything like that, just let me know. I don't mind doing these whatsoever. I used to be really into makeup and I wouldn't mind doing it a little bit more again. So if you guys have any suggestions, per usual, leave them in the comments down below along with some love for me. I would love to hear from you guys. And give this video a quick like, subscribe, you know the deal. Hit that notification bell right next to the subscribe button so you're notified every time I upload a new video, because we got a lot coming your way, y'all. So I will see y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.